A company that develops an automated customer service model is interested in knowing whether two versions, version A and version B, will get different ratings from customers. Participants in a focus group are taken through samples from both versions, then take a survey to rate each version. A summary of the data obtained from the study is given below. Assume ratings from the different surveys generally have the same standard deviation. So here now we're looking at a paired t-test. So let's go ahead and pull our numbers from our Excel results here. First, we're going to look for the p-value. So since we're looking at a two-tailed test, our p-value is going to be 0.056. Now, again, we have two test statistics, right? Because we have the negative and the positive. Remember, it's symmetric about 0. So when we're given our t-stat of negative 2.086, we know that the positive version is 2.086 as well. So we have a negative and a positive. Again, it's symmetric about 0. And that's why this shaded area is the same as this shaded area. All right, so N we're given as 15 right here, 15. And we know that it's the same 15 and that it's a paired test in this case. Our degrees of freedom is going to be 14. That's N minus 1. And we get it right here also. Our point estimate is going to be that X bar. We have 39.333. And then we have for X bar 2, we have 34.4. Let's check our answer. Green little check mark. Let's go to the next section. Activity 8.1.4, hypothesis testing for two population means, two-tailed t-test. IQ test creators would like to know if if scores between two tests are significantly different. That right there tells us two-tailed test, in addition to the title here. To explore a simple random sample of test takers is given test A and then test B. A summary of the data obtained from the study is given below. Assume the standard deviation for the two groups is the same. What are the population parameters? Again, we're not looking at the sample sizes, we're not looking at the sample means, we're not looking at it combined, we're looking at the mean scores for all test takers in each of the two tests. Is the two sample hypothesis test a paired test or an unpaired test? It's a paired test. So we're looking at paired t-test. What is the level of significance? Here we have confidence level 99%. That means this is 0.01. What is the null hypothesis? It's that the mean 1 is equal to mean 2, or mu1, mu2. And the alternative is that they are just different. We're not looking for greater than or less than. We're just looking for them to be different based on the fact that it says significantly different. Now, here's where I've got to make it clear there is an error in the solution. So I'm going to tell you the wrong answer to put here. It says, should H not be rejected, or does H not fail to be rejected? Well, the p-value here is 0.045, which is greater than 0.01, which means that we would fail to reject and that there would be insufficient evidence to support the claim. However, there's an error in the system, and I'm going to tell you to go ahead and put reject. And I'm going to have you go ahead and say there's sufficient evidence. These are the wrong answers. However, I don't want you guys to get marked wrong even when you're correct. So let me know if you don't understand why these are the wrong answers. Again, this should be failed to reject and this should be insufficient, but there's a mistake in the solution. So it's been reported and hopefully it'll get fixed as soon as possible. But for now, go ahead and put in that wrong answer. If you have an issue here that you're confused by, when you go through it, please just go on the general questions discussion thread or email me and let me know, and we'll go from there. All right, let's go ahead and check. See, green little check mark, even though it's wrong. And it even says right here, since the p-value of 0.045 is less than the level of significance, that 0.45 is not less than. So there's definitely an error there. Hopefully we'll get this resolved as soon as possible, but in the meantime, just go ahead and put those incorrect answers in there so that you guys aren't getting marked wrong. If you have any questions about this or anything else, let me know.